The universe speaks in subtle whispers, cosmic nudges that guide us toward our destiny. And right now, those celestial forces are converging in a powerful alignment specifically for Capricorn. Welcome back to Secret of the Zodiac, where we explore the hidden messages written in the stars just for you. There's something magical happening this August for all Capricorns searching for love. The planetary positions, the lunar cycles, the cosmic energies, they're all orchestrating a symphony of romance that hasn't been witnessed for years. This isn't just another monthly prediction. This is a rare astrological event that deserves your full attention. For too long, Capricorns have been the overlooked workaholics of the Zodiac, the ones who put their professional lives before their hearts, the ones who build empires while others build relationships. You've sacrificed, you've delayed gratification, you've prioritized stability over passion. And while others might not understand this choice, the universe has been watching. It has been noting your dedication, your patience, your unwavering commitment to your goals. August brings the cosmic reward for this patience. The stars are finally acknowledging your emotional sacrifices and preparing to deliver what you've secretly been yearning for. A love that matches your intensity, your ambition, your depth. Many of you have experienced disappointment in romance before. Perhaps you've connected with people who couldn't handle your drive, who mistook your focus for coldness, who demanded attention you were pouring into building your future. These experiences weren't failures. They were necessary lessons, preparing you for what's coming. The energy shift beginning this August isn't subtle. Saturn, your ruling planet, is creating a rare retrograde pattern that softens your usually impenetrable exterior. This cosmic event happens once annually, but this year it's amplified by Jupiter's expansive influence in your fifth house of romance. This combination hasn't occurred for Capricorn in nearly 12 years. What does this mean for you? Imagine your heart as a fortress, necessary protection built from past wounds and disappointments. These planetary movements are gently lowering the drawbridge, allowing someone worthy to finally enter. Your challenge will be recognizing this person when they appear, as they might not match the mental image you've constructed of your perfect partner. The signs will be unmistakable if you're paying attention. Unexpected meetings in familiar places, conversations that flow effortlessly beyond surface pleasantries, a sense of recognition, as if you've known this person in another lifetime. These aren't coincidences, they're cosmic choreography. If you're already sensing these shifts, you're attuned to your astrological energy. If not, don't worry. Awareness is the first step to opening yourself to these possibilities. The universe doesn't force connections. It simply creates the optimal conditions for them to form naturally. Before we dive deeper into the specific reasons why August holds this transformative potential for your love life, take a moment to connect with our community. Hit the subscribe button to join thousands of others navigating their cosmic journeys together. Leave a like on this video to acknowledge the universal forces at work in your life right now. Your engagement creates a ripple of energy that strengthens our collective connection to these celestial insights. The astrological forecast we're about to explore isn't just theoretical. It's practical guidance for positioning yourself to receive the love the universe is preparing to send your way. The first 3 reasons for this cosmic love alignment are particularly powerful, creating the foundation for everything else that follows. Let's examine how Saturn's retrograde is specifically affecting your emotional availability in ways you might not even recognize yet. First reason, Saturn's retrograde is creating an emotional metamorphosis within you that happens only during this rare celestial event. As your ruling planet appears to move backward through the cosmos, it's rewiring your emotional circuitry in profound ways. This isn't just any planetary movement. For Capricorns, Saturn retrograde is like a cosmic permission slip to temporarily suspend the rigid self-protection mechanisms you've perfected over years. Think of it as the universe pressing a reset button on your heart's defensive systems. The walls you've constructed aren't arbitrary. They were built brick by brick from disappointments, betrayals, and moments when vulnerability cost you dearly. Each time someone misunderstood your work ethic as emotional unavailability, another layer of protection formed. Every instance when expressing feelings resulted in rejection, the fortress grew taller. These defenses served you well, allowing you to focus on ambitions without the messy complications of emotional entanglements. But August's Saturn retrograde is gently dissolving these barriers through a unique astrological phenomenon. As Saturn pulls away, it creates a temporary vacuum in your emotional field that allows new energy to enter. This cosmic shift doesn't happen randomly. It's perfectly timed with your personal growth cycle. You've achieved enough stability in other areas of life that the universe recognizes you're finally ready for emotional expansion. Watch for subtle shifts in your reactions during early August. You might find yourself considering second chances with someone you previously dismissed. Perhaps you'll feel an unexpected urge to initiate conversation rather than waiting for others to approach you. These seemingly small changes represent massive internal realignments of your emotional availability. The most remarkable aspect of this Saturn influence is that it doesn't require conscious effort on your part. The cosmic forces are working behind the scenes, rewiring neural pathways that have long connected vulnerability with danger in your subconscious mind. This isn't about forcing yourself to be more open. It's about naturally finding yourself responding differently when potential connections appear. Second reason, Leo season's fiery influence is creating the perfect counterbalance to your earthy nature, melting the practical exterior you show to the world and revealing the passionate core that few get to witness. As the sun travels through Leo until August 22nd, it casts a golden light on aspects of your personality that typically remain hidden behind your disciplined facade. This isn't about changing who you are, it's about illuminating dimensions of yourself that have always existed but rarely find expression. Leo's energy is fundamentally about authentic self-expression, courage, and heart-centered living. These qualities might seem at odds with Capricorn's reputation for restraint and calculation, but the cosmic truth is that these seemingly opposing forces create perfect harmony when they interact. The stability of your earth sign provides the perfect container for Leo's fire to burn brightly without consuming everything in its path. During this celestial window, you'll find yourself more willing to take emotional risks that would normally seem foolish to your practical nature. Perhaps you'll send that message you've been drafting and redrafting for weeks. Maybe you'll accept an invitation to an event that doesn't obviously advance your goals, but promises genuine connection. These small acts of emotional courage accumulate, shifting how others perceive you and, more importantly, how potential romantic partners respond to your energy. What makes this particularly powerful for attracting love is that this fiery influence doesn't fundamentally change your Capricorn essence. It simply allows more of your true self to become visible. The passion that drives your ambition, the depth of loyalty you offer to those who earn your trust, the intensity with which you pursue what matters to you, these qualities become magnetized under Leo's influence, drawing to you someone who appreciates the full spectrum of who you are. Pay attention to moments when you feel a surprising urge to express something personal, to share a dream, to reveal an aspiration that feels too precious for casual conversation. These impulses are Leo's fire, creating pathways for meaningful connection with someone who resonates with your authentic self. Third reason, Mercury in Virgo is activating your communication sector in ways that specifically enhance your ability to express emotions with precision and depth. This planetary placement is especially powerful for Capricorns because Virgo shares your element of Earth, creating a harmonious trine aspect that allows thoughts and feelings to flow with unusual ease. This isn't just about becoming more talkative. It's about finding the exact words to convey nuances of emotion that typically remain locked inside you. Mercury governs not just communication, but the internal process of organizing thoughts and making sense of feelings. In analytical Virgo, this planet helps you dissect complex emotions and articulate them with clarity that surprises even you. For a sign that often struggles to translate internal emotional landscapes into external expression, this cosmic assistance is invaluable for forming new connections. The timing is particularly significant because this Mercury placement coincides with your Saturn retrograde emotional opening. As your defenses soften, Mercury provides the tools to express what's happening inside you. It's like simultaneously having a door unlock and being handed the perfect key to open it further. This enhanced communication ability manifests in several ways during August. You might find yourself naturally sharing personal stories that reveal vulnerability without feeling exposed. Perhaps you'll articulate boundaries and needs in dating scenarios with clarity that prevents misunderstandings. Most importantly, you'll likely experience a newfound ability to listen deeply to others, perceiving subtle meanings beneath their words. What makes this Mercury placement especially powerful for attracting love is that it facilitates intellectual connection alongside emotional openness. For Capricorns, who are drawn to partners who stimulate their minds as well as their hearts, this creates the perfect conditions for meaningful dialogue that builds genuine intimacy. Someone who might have previously seemed incompatible may suddenly make perfect sense to you when conversations flow with this mercurial assistance. Notice when conversations extend beyond their expected duration, when you lose track of time while sharing thoughts with someone, when you find yourself expressing feelings you hadn't planned to reveal. These moments aren't random. They're Mercury and Virgo creating bridges between your inner world and potential connections who are equally ready for depth. These three cosmic influences, Saturn's emotional softening, Leo's illumination of your passionate nature, and Mercury's enhancement of your communication, create a powerful foundation for the romantic possibilities unfolding this August. They prepare you internally for the external events orchestrated by the remaining cosmic forces we'll explore. As the full moon rises to illuminate your relationship sector, you'll be perfectly positioned to recognize and receive the love that's been waiting for your readiness. Fourth reason. August's full moon illuminates your relationship sector with a clarity that reveals pathways previously hidden in shadow. This isn't an ordinary lunar event. It's a blue moon occurring in Aquarius on August 19th, casting its silvery light directly across your seventh house of partnerships. In astrological terms, this creates a rare cosmic spotlight, specifically focused on bringing relationship opportunities into sharp relief. Full moons represent culmination points, moments when energies that have been building beneath the surface suddenly become visible. For Capricorns, who typically proceed with caution in matters of the heart, this lunar illumination provides uncommon certainty about which connections deserve your investment. The emotional intelligence you've developed through past experiences combines with this cosmic clarity to help you recognize authentic opportunities amid casual encounters. What makes this particular full moon exceptional is its position in innovative Aquarius, creating a harmonious air trine with planets currently transiting your communication sector. This alignment facilitates unexpected conversations in places you wouldn't normally associate with romance. Perhaps you'll find yourself engaged in meaningful dialogue with someone at a professional conference, or maybe a casual conversation at a friend's gathering suddenly shifts into territory that resonates with your deepest values. The fated quality of these encounters shouldn't be underestimated. Blue moons symbolize rarities, things that don't happen often, and when one occurs in your relationship sector, it suggests meetings that feel predestined. You might experience that unmistakable sense of recognition, a feeling that you've known this person before, despite having just met. These aren't mere coincidences, but cosmic choreography arranged specifically for your journey. Pay particular attention to locations outside your normal routine during this lunar period. The universe often arranges significant encounters in neutral territory, places where both parties are slightly outside their comfort zones. Perhaps while traveling for work, visiting a new restaurant, or attending an event you almost declined. These slight deviations from your usual path create openings for destiny to enter. This lunar influence doesn't guarantee instant romance, but rather illuminates potential that might otherwise remain undiscovered. The connection might begin as intellectual appreciation or shared professional interests before revealing its deeper romantic possibilities. For Capricorns who value substance over immediate attraction, this gradual revelation aligns perfectly with your preference for relationships built on solid foundations. Fifth reason, Venus, the planet of love and attraction, is moving into your compatibility zone, creating harmonious aspects that specifically favor Capricorn's approach to relationships. This transit is particularly powerful because Venus will be in Virgo, an earth sign like yours, creating a supportive trine aspect that feels like cosmic permission to embrace love without compromising your values. When Venus occupies this position in your chart, it attracts individuals who genuinely appreciate qualities that others might misinterpret. Your ambition, often seen as prioritizing career over connection, becomes properly understood as the commitment and loyalty you bring to all important aspects of life. Your practical approach to relationships, sometimes mistaken for emotional unavailability, is recognized as the thoughtful consideration you give before investing your heart. This Venus placement is especially significant because it filters out connections that would ultimately prove disappointing. Instead of attracting people who are initially intrigued by your strength but later demand you become someone else, this transit brings individuals who find your authenticity magnetic precisely because it mirrors their own integrity. The universe is essentially pre-screening potential partners, allowing only those who can truly appreciate your essence to enter your orbit. Watch for individuals who ask questions about your goals and listen with genuine interest to your answers. Notice who remembers details about your professional aspirations and offers support without competition. These aren't just pleasant interactions, they're Venus highlighting compatible energies that resonate with your authentic self. What distinguishes this Venus transit from ordinary romantic opportunities is its alignment with your own internal growth. This isn't about changing to become more attractive to others, but rather about the universe bringing you someone who appreciates the person you've worked so hard to become. After years of personal development and professional dedication, cosmic forces are connecting you with someone who values the complete package you've created. The practical impact of this Venus influence manifests in relationships that enhance rather than complicate your life. Instead of emotional dramas that drain your energy, you'll find connections that feel supportive and grounding. Rather than having to choose between romantic fulfillment and personal ambition, you'll discover possibilities for partnership that actually accelerate your progress toward goals. Sixth reason, your disciplined approach to relationships is finally receiving cosmic recognition, as August's astrological alignments specifically reward the patience you've demonstrated while others chased temporary connections. This isn't random timing, but rather the universe acknowledging that your standards, often misunderstood as being too selective, were actually perfect discernment. While other signs might have spent the early summer engaged in casual encounters that ultimately led nowhere, your characteristic restraint preserved your emotional energy for connections worthy of your investment. This conservation of resources, typical of your earth sign wisdom, now positions you to recognize and receive a relationship with genuine potential for longevity. The cosmic acknowledgement comes through a unique configuration between Saturn, your ruling planet, and Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity. As these powerful forces create a productive sextile aspect, they bridge the gap between your natural caution and the universe's abundant possibilities. This celestial conversation translates into meeting someone who appreciates the very qualities others have found challenging: your careful pace, your thoughtful progression, your need for evidence before emotional investment. What makes this timing significant is that it coincides with collective disillusionment from summer's fleeting connections. As others realize the limitations of relationships formed without foundation, they begin to recognize the wisdom in your approach. The partner drawn to you during this period isn't experiencing temporary attraction, but rather profound appreciation for the stability only someone with your depth can provide. Look for evidence of this cosmic reward in the quality of connections forming in August. Instead of the familiar pattern where initial interest fades when your true nature emerges, you'll experience the opposite trajectory. Someone whose appreciation deepens as they discover more layers of who you are. Conversations will naturally progress beyond surface topics to meaningful exchange. Plans will evolve from vague, sometimes suggestions to specific commitments. This reward isn't limited to new connections. For Capricorns already in relationships, this period brings a deepening appreciation from partners who suddenly see with greater clarity the value you bring. Long-term investments in building trust and demonstrating reliability receive cosmic interest, as your relationship benefits from the foundation you've patiently established. The universe operates on perfect timing, and August represents the cosmic moment when your relationship approach aligns with collective readiness for substance over spectacle. The person entering your life now, or the transformation in an existing relationship, reflects this alignment, offering connection that honors rather than challenges your authentic nature. These three cosmic influences, the full moon's illumination of fated encounters, Venus highlighting genuine compatibility, and universal recognition of your relationship wisdom, create powerful external circumstances that complement the internal readiness developed through the first three reasons. As Jupiter's expansive energy begins influencing your romantic prospects, you'll find yourself perfectly positioned to recognize and receive the connection you've been preparing for through years of personal growth. Seventh reason: Jupiter's influence is expanding your romantic possibilities in ways that specifically complement Capricorn's long-term orientation. As the largest planet in our solar system, Jupiter brings a magnifying effect to whatever it touches. And this August, it's directing that expansive energy toward your heart's deepest desires. This isn't random cosmic interference, but a carefully orchestrated planetary support system designed to break open limitations you've unconsciously placed on your love life. Jupiter currently occupies a position in your solar chart that forms a harmonious sextile aspect with your relationship sector. This creates a bridge between your authentic desires and their manifestation in the physical world. For Capricorns, who often hesitate to voice their grandest visions for fear of seeming impractical, this Jupiter influence provides cosmic permission to acknowledge what you truly want from partnership. What distinguishes this Jupiter transit from ordinary periods of optimism is its specific resonance with your 5-year vision. Capricorns naturally think in extended timelines, considering how choices made today will unfold over years rather than moments. While this future-focused perspective can create disconnection with partners who live primarily in the present, August brings someone whose temporal orientation matches yours. This person doesn't find your planning restrictive, but rather sees it as the foundation for something magnificent being built together. Watch for conversations that effortlessly extend into future possibilities. Notice who responds with enthusiasm rather than hesitation when you mention long-term aspirations. These aren't just pleasant interactions, they're Jupiter highlighting compatible energies that can journey with you towards shared horizons. When someone casually references where they see themselves years from now and it aligns with your unspoken vision, recognize Jupiter's fingerprints on this synchronicity. The practical impact of this Jupiter influence manifests in relationships that naturally incorporate planning, without losing spontaneous joy. Instead of having to choose between romantic adventure and pragmatic progression toward goals, you'll discover possibilities for partnership that weave both elements together seamlessly. This integration of seemingly opposite approaches creates a uniquely satisfying dynamic that honors your Capricorn essence while expanding your experience beyond familiar limitations. Jupiter's influence also extends to your capacity for vulnerability about dreams, typically kept private. You might find yourself sharing aspirations you've never articulated, revealing layers of yourself previously considered too tender for exposure. This openness doesn't feel frightening under Jupiter's protective expansion, but rather liberating, a release from self-imposed constraints that have limited your connection potential. Eighth reason, a remarkable astrological alignment is transforming professional connections into possibilities for profound personal bonding. This cosmic shift specifically affects workplace relationships or connections formed through career networks, areas where Capricorns naturally invest significant energy and attention. The universe recognizes that your most compatible partners often share your dedication to purpose, creating pathways for professional respect to evolve into something deeper. This transformation is facilitated by Mercury forming a conjunction with Venus in your solar 10th house of career and public recognition. When these planets travel together, they create a perfect integration of communication and affection, enabling conversations that seamlessly transition from professional topics to personal connection. What begins as discussion about shared work interests naturally flows into discovering mutual values, compatible worldviews, and complementary approaches to life's fundamental questions. What makes this particular cosmic influence so powerful for Capricorns is that it honors your natural progression from mental appreciation to emotional investment. Unlike signs that lead with feelings and develop intellectual connection afterward, you typically need to respect someone's mind before opening to romantic possibility. This astrological alignment supports exactly this pathway, sanctioning connections that begin through recognition of competence and evolve into appreciation of the whole person. Watch for shifting dynamics with individuals you've known through professional contexts. Notice when conversations extend beyond necessary topics into voluntary sharing. Pay attention when you find yourself looking forward to interactions that previously registered as merely productive. These subtle shifts aren't random. They're cosmic recognition that sometimes the most suitable partners are already in your orbit, simply waiting for the right celestial timing to reveal their full potential. This influence is particularly powerful because it creates relationships built on a foundation of shared values rather than merely shared activities. The connection forming in this sphere already has evidence of compatibility in approaches to responsibility, integrity, and goal achievement, qualities Capricorns rightly prioritize in lasting partnerships. Instead of discovering fundamental incompatibilities months into a relationship, you begin with proven alignment in areas essential to your authentic self. For Capricorns already sensing this potential with someone in their professional sphere, August provides cosmic permission to explore this evolution thoughtfully. The astrological influence doesn't demand immediate action, but rather supports intentional exploration of what might be possible beyond current parameters. This measured approach aligns perfectly with your preference for careful progression rather than impulsive leaps. Ninth reason, your earthy Capricorn energy is creating a perfect alchemical balance with August's fiery cosmic vibrations, generating magnetic attraction with someone whose elements complement rather than mirror your own. This isn't about finding another earth sign to create stability upon stability. It's about discovering the partner whose different elemental energy creates the dynamic tension necessary for growth and passion. The astrological physics behind this phenomenon involves the sun's journey through fiery Leo, creating a productive square aspect with your earth sign energy. While squares are often misunderstood as challenging aspects, They actually generate the creative friction that produces movement and transformation. This particular configuration ignites a dynamic where opposites don't merely attract, they catalyze each other's evolution. What makes this elemental balancing especially powerful is its timing within your personal growth cycle. After years of developing your signature Capricorn strengths, discipline, structure, perseverance, the universe recognizes your readiness for qualities that expand rather than reinforce these established patterns. The partner entering your sphere brings spontaneity to balance your planning, inspiration to complement your practicality, and expressive warmth to enhance your contained depth. Watch for interactions that initially seem to challenge your preferred approach, but ultimately reveal their complementary value. Notice who brings energy to areas of life where you've experienced stagnation, who introduces perspectives that expand rather than contradict your worldview. These aren't signs of incompatibility, but rather cosmic introduction to your perfect elemental balance. This balancing force doesn't require abandoning your essential Capricorn nature, but rather creates space for exploring dimensions of yourself, typically overshadowed by your dominant traits. Perhaps you'll discover unexpected delight in occasional spontaneity without sacrificing your fundamental need for structure. Maybe you'll experience the liberation of expressing emotions more openly while maintaining your characteristic depth. This integration of seemingly opposite qualities creates a relationship dynamic that feels both exciting and sustainable, a rare combination for those accustomed to choosing between passion and practicality. The alchemical reaction between your earth energy and this complementary fire manifests in relationships that feel simultaneously grounding and energizing. Instead of partnerships that eventually stagnate through excessive similarity or combust through unmanageable difference, this cosmic balance creates sustainable transformation for both individuals. The fire partner receives the containing vessel needed to focus their inspiration into tangible results, while you receive the catalyzing spark that illuminates new possibilities within established structures. For Capricorns who have previously found themselves attracted to partners who seemed exciting initially but eventually created chaos, this cosmic influence supports connection with someone whose fire is mature enough to warm without burning. Their spontaneity emerges from authentic inspiration rather than avoidance of responsibility. Their expressiveness flows from genuine feeling rather than emotional volatility. This evolved fire element offers the perfect complement to your earth without requiring constant management of instability. These three cosmic influences, Jupiter expanding your romantic vision, professional connections evolving into personal potential, and elemental balancing, creating sustainable magnetism, continue building the extraordinary astrological case for August as Capricorn's month for significant love connections. As past relationship lessons crystallize into present wisdom, you'll find yourself equipped with unprecedented clarity about recognizing your perfect match when they appear in the remaining cosmic alignments. 10th reason. Past relationship lessons are crystallizing into profound wisdom this August, creating unprecedented clarity about recognizing authentic connection. This cosmic integration of experience isn't happening randomly, but through a specific Neptune-Saturn aspect that helps translate emotional history into practical discernment. For Capricorns, who prefer learning through structured understanding rather than repeated experience, this planetary configuration offers the equivalent of receiving the answer key after years of working through relationship equations. Neptune, the planet of intuition and spiritual understanding, is forming a productive sextile with Saturn, your ruling planet of structure and lessons. This aspect creates a bridge between your logical assessment of relationship patterns and your deeper intuitive knowing about what truly serves your growth. The practical result is an ability to recognize compatibility signals that previously registered only as subtle unease or inexplicable attraction. What distinguishes this crystallization from ordinary reflection is its integration of seemingly unrelated experiences into coherent understanding. Relationships that appeared to have nothing in common suddenly reveal their connected lessons. Partners who seemed entirely different demonstrate how they activated the same patterns within you. This comprehensive perspective transforms isolated incidents into a meaningful narrative of preparation for what's now possible. The timing of this clarity is cosmically significant because it coincides with meeting someone who benefits from all you've learned. Instead of relationship wisdom arriving after another disappointing experience, this understanding precedes and prevents unnecessary repetition of familiar patterns. You'll find yourself naturally avoiding connections that replicate past limitations while recognizing unprecedented potential when it appears. Watch for moments when you understand your reactions with unusual clarity. Notice when you can articulate precisely why a particular interaction feels promising or concerning. Pay attention when you find yourself making choices different from your habitual patterns without conscious effort. These aren't random changes, but evidence of Neptune and Saturn working together to translate subconscious wisdom into conscious application. This integration of lessons manifests in relationships with a distinctly different quality than previous connections. Conversations feel simultaneously comfortable and novel. Familiar enough to create ease, but fresh enough to generate genuine curiosity. The relationship progresses with a natural rhythm that doesn't require constant analysis or adjustment. Challenges still arise, but are navigated with a shared understanding that conflicts represent opportunities for deeper connection rather than threats to stability. For Capricorns, who have devoted significant energy to understanding relationship dynamics intellectually, this period brings the emotional and intuitive dimensions of that knowledge online. The result isn't just theoretical comprehension, but embodied wisdom that guides choices without requiring constant conscious reference to learned principles. This integration creates the foundation for partnership that evolves organically rather than through applied effort. 11th reason, the stars are aligning to reward your patience after months, perhaps years, of intentional self-improvement and relationship preparation. This cosmic recognition isn't arbitrary timing, but rather precise astrological acknowledgement that you've completed necessary internal work to attract and sustain the connection you desire. The universe operates according to readiness rather than calendars, and August marks the moment when your personal development intersects with optimal celestial support. This alignment manifests through Jupiter forming a trine aspect with your natal sun, while Venus activates your sector of self-worth. This powerful configuration creates a bridge between who you've become through dedicated growth and the relationship quality now available to you. Instead of attracting partners who match previous versions of yourself, this cosmic influence ensures connections, reflecting your current evolution, find their way into your experience. What makes this timing particularly significant is its resonance with completion cycles in your personal development. Perhaps you've recently established boundaries that previously seemed impossible to maintain. Maybe you've integrated aspects of yourself typically sacrificed for others' comfort. Possibly you've developed the capacity to articulate needs that once remained unacknowledged even to yourself. These internal achievements create external readiness for partnership that honors rather than hinders your continued growth. Watch for synchronicities that validate your personal work. Notice when qualities you've consciously developed receive unexpected appreciation. Pay attention when challenges that previously derailed connections now resolve through new capacities you've built. These aren't coincidences, but cosmic confirmation that your efforts are producing tangible results in your relationship landscape. The practical impact of this alignment manifests in relationships that feel like recognition rather than compromise. Instead of connecting with partners who require you to diminish aspects of yourself for compatibility, you'll experience the profound relief of being appreciated precisely for qualities you've worked to develop. This acceptance creates the safety necessary for continued vulnerability and growth, a self-reinforcing cycle of expansion rather than the familiar pattern of contraction to maintain connection. For Capricorns who have prioritized self-development while watching others cycle through relationships that ultimately proved unsatisfying, this period brings cosmic validation of your approach. The investment you've made in becoming someone capable of sustaining meaningful partnership now yields returns through connection that reflects the quality of your internal work. This isn't about finding someone perfect, but rather someone perfectly aligned with your authentic evolution. This cosmic reward extends beyond romantic potential to encompass your relationship with yourself. Regardless of external connections forming during this period, you'll experience unprecedented comfort with your own company and clarity about your intrinsic worth. This self-connection creates the foundation for relationship choices based on enhancement rather than completion, attracting partners who add to your already fulfilling experience rather than filling perceived deficiencies. 12th reason. Your authentic self-confidence reaches its zenith in August through a remarkable planetary configuration that magnetizes someone attracted specifically to your genuine essence. This cosmic peak isn't about temporary bravado or situational certainty, but rather a profound alignment with your core truth that naturally draws compatible energy into your experience. The astrological mechanics involve the Sun, illuminating your sector of self-expression, while Mars energizes your house of authentic identity, creating unprecedented integration between who you are and how you present yourself to the world. What distinguishes this confidence peak from ordinary periods of positive self-regard is its foundation in genuine self-knowledge rather than external validation. This isn't about believing you're enough because circumstances temporarily support that conclusion. It's about recognizing your intrinsic value regardless of changing conditions. For Capricorns, who typically derive confidence from achievement rather than inherent worth, this shift represents evolutionary growth in your relationship with yourself that necessarily transforms your connections with others. This authentic confidence manifests as a quiet certainty that eliminates the need to either minimize your strengths or exaggerate them for effect. You'll find yourself naturally expressing ambition without apology and vulnerability without fear, creating an integrated presentation that feels simultaneously powerful and accessible. This authenticity acts as a precise attunement mechanism, repelling connections requiring pretense while effortlessly attracting those resonating with your truth. Watch for interactions characterized by unusual ease and acceptance. Notice when you express aspects of yourself typically kept private and receive understanding rather than judgment. Pay attention when you feel simultaneously seen and appreciated in conversations that flow without the familiar undercurrent of careful self-monitoring. These aren't random pleasant exchanges, but cosmic confirmation of what becomes possible when authenticity replaces performance in your relationship approach. The practical impact of this confidence peak extends beyond initial attraction to fundamental relationship dynamics. Partners entering your sphere during this period don't just accept your authentic nature, they actively celebrate qualities others have found challenging. Your determination becomes admired rather than labeled stubbornness. Your careful consideration is recognized as wisdom rather than dismissed as overthinking. Your emotional depth is appreciated as capacity for profound connection rather than misinterpreted as moodiness. For Capricorns who have experienced the painful pattern of dimming their light to maintain relationships or hiding ambition to appear more accessible, this period brings profound relief through connection that thrives on your brilliance rather than requiring its reduction. The partner drawn to you during this cosmic alignment doesn't merely tolerate your intensity, they find it magnetically compelling, creating a relationship dynamic where personal expansion enhances rather than threatens your bond. This confidence doesn't require perfection or completion of your growth journey, but rather honest acknowledgement of both your extraordinary capabilities and continuing evolution. The authenticity that attracts your perfect match includes comfortable ownership of areas still developing, alongside clear recognition of established strengths. This integrated self-presentation creates the foundation for relationship that supports genuine intimacy, being fully known and accepted rather than partially revealed and conditionally approved. As August unfolds with these 12 powerful cosmic influences aligning specifically for Capricorn, the astrological evidence becomes undeniable. This month holds extraordinary potential for meaningful connection. Whether entering your life as a new presence or emerging through transformation of existing relationship, the love available to you now reflects your own evolution and readiness. The stars have created the optimal conditions. Your willingness to recognize and receive what's being offered completes the cosmic equation for partnership that honors your authentic nature while supporting your continued growth. The celestial blueprint for Capricorn's romantic destiny this August has been revealed through 12 powerful cosmic influences converging specifically for your sign. This extraordinary astrological alignment begins with internal transformation, as Saturn's retrograde softens your emotional defenses, allowing genuine connection to penetrate barriers typically maintained for protection. Simultaneously, Leo season illuminates dimensions of your personality often hidden beneath practical exterior, revealing the passionate depth that makes you a magnetic partner when authentically expressed. Your communication transforms through Mercury in Virgo, providing unprecedented ability to articulate feelings typically kept private, creating bridges between your inner experience and potential partners who appreciate your thoughtful approach. As August's full moon illuminates your relationship sector, it orchestrates fated encounters in unexpected places, creating opportunities that feel predestined rather than random. Venus moving through your compatibility zone attracts individuals who genuinely appreciate qualities others have misunderstood, transforming what might have seemed like limitations into recognized strengths. Your disciplined approach to relationships receives cosmic validation, as the universe acknowledges that what appeared as excessive selectivity was actually perfect discernment, preparing you for meaningful connection. Jupiter's expansive influence creates unprecedented alignment between your long-term vision and potential partners who share rather than challenge your future orientation. Professional connections evolve beyond intellectual appreciation into emotional potential, revealing how shared values in work can translate to profound personal compatibility. Your earthy nature finds perfect balance with complementary elements, creating sustainable dynamics that feel simultaneously grounding and energizing. Past relationship lessons crystallize into practical wisdom, allowing you to recognize authentic connection when it appears rather than repeating familiar patterns. The patient self-improvement you've prioritized receives cosmic recognition, attracting partners who appreciate the work you've done rather than requiring continued compromise. Finally, your authentic confidence peaks in August, magnetically drawing someone who celebrates rather than tolerates your true nature. This confluence of cosmic influences creates a unique window of opportunity that acknowledges everything you are rather than asking you to become someone else for connection. The stars have aligned specifically for Capricorn's romantic journey this August. Now the question remains, will you recognize and receive what's being offered? If these insights resonate with your experience or create hopeful anticipation for what's possible, your engagement with Secret of the Zodiac helps sustain our mission of bringing cosmic wisdom to those seeking guidance. Subscribe to our channel to receive daily astrological insights tailored specifically for each sign's journey. This subscription ensures you never miss the precise timing information that can transform how you navigate relationships, career decisions, and personal growth. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Share whether you're already experiencing these cosmic shifts or what specific aspects of Capricorn love compatibility you'd like us to explore in future videos. Your comments create community among fellow seekers and directly influence the content we create to support your astrological journey. The Super Thanks feature represents a powerful way to energetically exchange with our channel, providing financial support that directly enables us to create more frequent, in-depth content, exploring the celestial influences shaping your life. This contribution helps cover production costs, research time, and the resources necessary to maintain daily content creation. Even a small donation generates tremendous impact when our community participates collectively. While liking this video amplifies its reach and helps others discover these insights, the Super Thanks option allows you to directly sustain the work that resonates with your journey. Consider it cosmic reciprocity. As our insights provide value to your life path, your support ensures continued creation of content that illuminates the stars' messages for everyone seeking guidance. Visit our channel page to explore our extensive library of Zodiac compatibility videos, monthly forecasts, and special cosmic event interpretations. Each video provides specific guidance for navigating life's complexities through astrological wisdom. For Capricorns seeking deeper understanding of your unique cosmic blueprint, our dedicated playlists offer comprehensive exploration of how planetary movements specifically influence your sign. Remember, the stars create potential, but your conscious participation transforms that potential into reality. As August unfolds with these powerful cosmic influences, remain open to connection that honors your authentic nature while supporting continued growth. The love destined for you this month reflects everything you've become through dedicated self-evolution. Will you recognize it when it appears?